Good evening, guys, and welcome to tonight's video. So tonight we're going to talk about a pretty big topic, probably one of the widely debated topics in the whole of health and fitness: calories. Do calories matter? How important are calories for fat loss and weight loss? Calories are everything. So they are the most important aspect of losing weight and losing fat. Period. If you're not in a calorie deficit, so if you're not eating less calories than you expend, you will not lose weight. Simple. Okay? Now, a lot of people will say, but hormones, etc., make a difference, certain medical conditions, and that is true. They will play a role, mostly because they sort of alter energy output. But that is still an energy issue, okay? It's an energy balance issue. They alter output, so you need to correct that by eating less or moving more, okay? It's still an energy, it's still a calorie in, calorie out issue, okay? Now, a lot of other people as well will say that it's more to do with macronutrients, so it's carbs, it's insulin, it's sugar. Again, this just isn't true. And I definitely feel with carbs, I need to really stress this because carbs are very dear friends of mine. They taste amazing. And I really feel that they're getting picked on, and it's not fair because they're innocent. Well, maybe not innocent, but what is being said is just not true. There is unequivocal evidence now that the amount of carbs that you eat makes no difference in terms of weight loss. Okay, there's research coming out in the last couple of years that says when protein and calories are matched, the amount of carbs and the amount of sugar that you eat makes no significant difference to weight loss. None. No significant difference, okay? So, as long as you are getting the right amount of calories to get you in your deficit and you're getting an adequate amount of protein, the amount of carbs you eat is completely personal preference. If you like carbs and you want to eat them, eat more and eat less fat. If you don't particularly like carbs or you can live without them, eat less of them, eat more fat. But it makes no significant difference to weight loss, okay? And people will say, the biggest thing that you hear is, yeah, but I cut out carbs and I lost weight. That's correlation versus causation, okay? Then there is a huge difference. Because what tends to happen is when people cut carbs, for example, the easiest way is obviously just cut out carbs. So let's face it, for example, they were eating 2 huge bowls of rice every day. And instead, they just eat veg instead of the rice. Or they eat maybe a quarter bowl instead of 2 bowls of rice and the rest is veg. Of course you're going to lose weight because of the calorie difference. It's got nothing to do with the fact that you've cut carbs. It's the fact that that veg has a significantly less amount of calories than the rice. And that is it. It's correlation versus causation, okay? And it's a big difference. It's nothing to do with the carbs. It's to do with the reduced amount of calories. Now, as I said, there's been a lot of research coming out over the past couple of years. And basically what a few of these have come to the conclusion is that the whole carbohydrate insulin hypotheses of obesity is invalid. You know, the fact that carbs spike insulin, insulin causes obesity, they're now almost saying that that is not true, okay? And there is also, I've listened to a lot of podcasts on this recently, a lot of top nutrition researchers in the field. And there's also evidence because, like I said before, maybe medical conditions, insulin, etc. And there has been studies showing that people with type 2 diabetes, PCOS, insulin resistance can lose weight and improve insulin sensitivity on a super high carb diet when calories are controlled, okay? Which is huge because that's the first thing that people will tell you to cut out. And like I say, it almost invalidates this carbohydrate insulin hypothesis of obesity, that is the cause. Now, I want to say that this doesn't mean that everybody should eat 600 grams of carbs a day or 80% of their daily allowance in carbs, because it will differ between people. But if you want to, you could. Okay, and you certainly don't have to eat 20 grams of carbs a day, especially if you like them. I mean, I love carbs. There's not a chance I would eat 20 grams of carbs a day at all. But like I say, you can eat them if you want, and there is research saying that you can. And like I say, none of this is my opinion, okay? This is just fact taken from the latest research. So bottom line, calories matter in terms of weight loss and fat loss. If calories are not in check, if you're not in a deficit, if you're not eating less than you expend, you will not lose weight, period. Okay? Now, there's a difference obviously between weight loss, fat loss, and health. So obviously that's where sort of food composition comes into it. I'm not saying that you should eat McDonald's all day. If you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight if you're in a calorie deficit. But is that healthy? No, but this isn't really what this is about. Okay, we're talking about weight loss, fat loss. But yes, in terms of that, obviously food quality is important. But I have never ever heard of anybody in the whole nutrition field who has ever not suggested that you get the majority of your food from whole, minimally processed foods. Nobody says go and eat pizza all day and lose weight. It just doesn't happen. But there's no reason you can't include these. There's no reason you can't include treats of carbs, etc., and still lose weight and still be healthy. Okay, so there's a quick one for tonight, guys. Hopefully you got some value from that. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, and share. I always appreciate it. And it also, I've been told, the more engagement, etc., it goes out to more people, and obviously I want as many people as possible to see this information. If you are not watching this on my YouTube, I do have a YouTube, obviously. It's just my name as it is in here, and that's where I put all of my videos, so you can just find them in a nice, easy, convenient space. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you on the next video.